Hi, this is for Laluna who wanted to know about mouse taxidermy, if I had any tips. Um, yes, I do. I've got quite a lot actually, so I'll try and fit them all in. I'm just going to do this with video instead of writing it because I can show examples. Um, First of all, when I first started doing mouse taxidermy and rat taxidermy, I didn't know what I was doing at all. I'd never had a tutorial or anything, so I just kind of went for it. This is one of my first examples. I just like to say that it is really bad. If you can just have a look at the face, it's got it's like it looks like it's screaming or something. So I'm just like hitting my cat away from some of my other stuff. Things like I didn't think about how the skin was gonna contract when it dried, so the eyes the skin is all like open around the eye there. I didn't think about its anatomy like at all. You can see that it's like squashy, like a soft toy. You really don't want that. You don't want this like it's not like it's horrible. It's like a weird rat plushie. The arm placement, I don't even see it in this light. They're there. It just makes no sense. Like this. The legs, I didn't even like bother with the legs. As you can see, they're just like kind of just. I just skinned them and then I just kind of stuck them onto the bottom and that was it. It's got a horrible hunchback. You see this on like a lot of taxidermy, like badly done rat taxidermy. When I sewed it up in the bag, I'm not sure if you can see that. If not, I'll try and post an example here. When I sewed it up, you've got to think that the sewing it like knits in the fur, so you then have to try and like brush the fur out again so you don't see the sewing line. When I was doing like a mouse, I just used to make these weird little mice slug things. I just cut off their arms and legs, stuff the body like that. Then I would stick the arms and legs. I'd have it in like a sitting position, and then just put the arms and legs underneath it. So you can like that kind of works. It works better than when you're trying to do something that's standing up. Something that's lying down is always easier because you don't have to lift it. Again, this one's face, like the eyes are way too big. My cat's had a go at it already. And then again, like the arms, they haven't been like structured like at all. Its ears are just flat to its face. What you want to do, like these ears have done it as well, is you need to put, what I actually use is sellotape. You put a little bit of sellotape and then move it into like the right pose and it will dry out fine. If you leave them to just dry on their own, they're gonna like wither up basically. This is not one of mine because I don't have a rat example or a mouse example, but this is a squirrel just to show what to do right. Things like with this, they've really formed the leg so that it's a proper leg shape as opposed to my ones before, which is just this weird flat like things. You've got to think the whole time, just think of its anatomy, think of how it works. You've got to, like, when you skin it, look at it and look at the anatomy and think about how you're going to recreate that and make it look realistic. I mean, when I used to stuff things, I would just skin them then stuff them. What you really need, and I just stuffed them with, I stuffed them with grass once for one, I don't know why, grass cutting, so I had nothing else. You've got to, like, basically, you need to skin it, make the form, and then put the skin back on top of it, not skin it, stuff it. This one is like completely like solid, which you really want to do. They've obviously like posed the ears in the right place. This one has a little bit of a funny face. It's quite cute though, but it's not as bad as my one's faces. It looks more like squirrely. The eyes are like in the right place and stuff as well. You need to also, when I would do the eyes, I just kind of like push them in. You need to do them from the outside so you have the eyelid going around them, otherwise it will look completely unnatural. Like I said, the best thing that you can do really is to look at the skinned body, make measurements of it so that you can then recreate it. Look at pictures of mice online to see like how they move and stuff, so you can like better recreate it. I'm just going to say this for my own peace of mind. Most people, when they do like a mouse taxidermy, they'll go to a pet shop and they'll just get a mouse and use that. You've got to remember when you're getting like a frozen mouse for reptile food, that you've got to remember that these mice, they were probably killed in a really horrible way and not kept in good conditions. I mean, I've seen videos online sometimes, because it's cheaper than gassing them, they would just put them in like big bins of like in a plastic bag and suffocate them. So think about what you're getting into when you're doing a mouse taxidermy. If you can somehow acquire one that died naturally or by accident, it's much better. If you are going to use one for reptile food, like, I would urge you to keep the skinned body and then find a friend with a snake or something, give it to them, just so that the majority of the body is used, or at the very least bury it so that it can like go back to the earth. This is just from my ethics. I don't really use mice and rats anymore unless I can get them from, like I said, like an accident or natural causes, because I know about how badly they are farmed for reptile food. If I do use one, it's because I've got pet snakes that eat them, so I'll use the skin from that. So yeah, I mean, it's your own like prerogative what you do, but just because I'm big on animal ethics, I just wanted to add that bit at the end. I hope it's helpful, and I'll post some links to what's good and what's not good. And I think I even have a tutorial I did on skinning a rat, but that it wasn't stuffing it like a traditional one. But yeah, I hope that was helpful.